Hello and welcome to Fenton Gaming's 2022 year in review video. I'm your host Fenton. In this video we'll go over everything I've done in the year of 2022. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more fun videos like this. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so we update and more. So the deal about this video is I'm going to go over everything that I play for the channel this year. And towards the end of the video, there'll be some announcements. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the first game and so on and so forth. The very first game on the list came from last year, but still I'd really want to talk about is Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. I'm going to be blunt about it. I had a great time playing it and finishing it. It was well worth it. And if there was ever another edition, I would play it once again in the future. As for Larian Studio games, yes, I'm going to be still playing that. In fact, there'll be an announcement about that towards the end of the video. So let's go to the next one I'm going to talk about is Neverwinter. Next up is Neverwinter, the fun MMO I've been having fun with and also at times be serious with the guides. Yes, I'm going to be still doing the guides. There'll be another New Year celebration that'll be coming up in 2023. That'll be one of the first guides that I will definitely post. Unless there's a siege one, I'll post that big time due to the fact there's new currency. And I feel that does need to be touched upon that siege guide to get that currency. As for the zany and fun adventures I have, even for kicks, that is still going. As soon as I finish a few more adventures, there'll be a new playlist. And this time we're going to go ahead and start on the campaigns. The first campaign is We're Going to Hell. That's correct. Dungeon and Dragon Hell. So that'll be like the first one we do for the campaigns. Let's go ahead and talk about the next game, Dying Light 2. Next up I'm going to go ahead and talk about is Dying Light 2. Oh yeah, I went the collectible route. No walkthroughs or anything like that. Decided to help people out big time. I was surprised on how many views I got on some of the collectible videos, especially the graffiti, which was very fun to do. I would say if you're going to be playing for the collectibles, just be very careful because they're really precise. Don't try to take over anything at all until you do a few certain side quests, then go ahead and do so. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the next game, which is Sasuke Valhalla, and of course the next Sasuke game. Next on the list is Sasuke Valhalla, in this case Sasuke Ragnarok. I had fun doing Ragnarok, so it was a blast helping people out on guides, especially in the ones you have to get, for example, fishes or any other animal parts too. I will say is definitely for Sasuke Mirage, yeah, that's going to be on the list. However, I am only doing it guide form from now on. I'll explain that in greater detail later on, but still, it was well worth coming back to Sasuke Valhalla for one last time, at least for Sasuke Valhalla Ragnarok. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares wasn't bad, it was actually fun. This one I decided to let the deaths go on, but I did add a little bit of a fun It twist to it. You have to watch the entire series to get the references to It. Well, I'm going to be honest, the character, she's dressed up like a Georgie boy from, of course, the It movies. The original one or the newest one. Take your pick, they're both good. Anyway, so yeah, I did that. That was fun. If I do Little Nightmares 2 in the future, I might do it on a seriously dead day. It depends on how I feel about it. It was a nice little fun game to play and, of course, goof around with. So let's go ahead and talk about the next game I did do. This next section will be about the 3 Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition Premium modules. I'm going to go over Pirates of the Sword Coast, even though I started that a little bit late last year. This year, I had a blast playing it. This pirate theme module people should definitely play. If you got it from any of the other platforms, Steam, PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, or other platforms, go ahead and definitely play it. There's so much fun things like, for example, treasure hunting and much, much more. And if I remember correctly, I believe enemies do scale. So if you need a module, you want to look for a little bit of challenge, well, this one's a good one to do. This next premium module during the BioWare era is Wyvern Crown Cromere. This module really took me by surprise. Great story. I love the party members. I love the combat in it. I love the items, and jousting was really fun. There was love put in this module. The world of Cromere is great. I enjoyed it. I'm disappointed they never had an official sequel or so, but I really wanted that. Plus, this was the first time Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition was in 4K. And yeah, I finally did, when I got through most of the module, got the HD patch right. Yeah, if you're on the PC, use the HD patch. This game is a great example of that, especially this module. I'm going to talk about the final module, make some more Neverwinter Nights announcements too. Last but not least is Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition Infinite Dungeons. This is the last of the BioWare Premium modules. It's going to be a big one, it seems. Yeah, there are a total of 7 dungeon sets. Already starting the second one. I'm having a blast with it. Building my evil character up. Most likely I'll do is get the level 8 to 10 version in a certain module. That module I'll announce in the future, which is a Beamdog one. Once I finish this module, I'll go to the Beamdog Premium module ones. After that, I'll move into Neverwinter Nights 2, start the 4 campaigns there. Now, Neverwinter Nights 2 builds I'm still doing. Once I'm done with all of those, I'll go back to Neverwinter Nights 1. It's probably be like a year from now or 2, doing a pure build set. So the reason why I'm explaining this ahead of time, because I might slide 1 or 2 of those sets during an off time or something like that. Other than that, you're going to see some more Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition content every Friday, unless there's a holiday or something else. Next up is Star Wars The Force Unleashed, the Nintendo Switch version. Yeah, this is a HD port of the Wii version. Now, years ago, I played the PlayStation 3 version. Now, I went into this to decide, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do guides. Oh boy, I had a great time not only doing guides, but I felt like I did my job of helping people out. Another thing I did as a bonus was my first short was Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Yeah, you know that little Jawa that got killed? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do more of those. And I might move on to hopefully Ewoks and those little pig-like creatures too. So every May 4th, you'll see that too. I'm going to make another Star Wars announcement. I will be doing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It'll be all a bunch of collectibles I'll be doing, just like Star Wars The Force Unleashed. So look out for that in 2023. So let's go to the next game, Fable Anniversary. On the next list is Fable Anniversary. I decided to try a full walkthrough of it. I had a blast doing so. I didn't play good at all. That was boring. Play evil, it was much more fun. Killing people indiscriminately, that was a blast. You like that merchant there? Yeah, he went bye-bye. And I will say the evil ending was really fun, even though the good ending is canon. Now, if I ever do another Fable walkthrough, it'll be Fable 2. And I'm going to be using Xbox Game Pass, of course, for that. Now, this version is the PC version. And I'll explain on the walkthrough format later on in the video. But for now, it was a blast doing so. Let's go ahead and talk about the next game. Next up is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I decided this year I was going to go ahead and just do builds on it. Not only for party members, but also player character too. So yeah, I had a whole bunch of build videos, many playthroughs, and I got them all out. So would I do the sequel in the future if I ever get time? Oh, absolutely. Not only I'll do the player characters once again, I'll do party members too. So let's go ahead and talk about Ultima 3 next. Next up on the list is Ultima 3 Exodose. Now, I came in this game with revenge in my mind because that game kicked my butt 30 plus years ago. Oh yeah, I was a little kid playing on the Amiga 1000 with the sounds and colors. Yeah, it was better than this version I did play. It totally kicked my butt. Came back many, many years later, I should say decades later, and stomped the living crap out of it. And of course, I made it to 8-episode walkthrough. I had a blast doing so. Now, if it's a classic game you ever want to play, Ultima 3 Exodose is the one to definitely play. Yeah, well, definitely play 1, 2, and 3. But still, if you want to pick out the first 3 games, this one is it. I enjoyed everything from the story. Yeah, it was somewhat some story, but not like today's like elaborate. But still, it was nice. Gameplay was fun, and I had a total blast. After that, I did play Ultima Zero Akalabeth. Yeah, that was really fun too. So you're asking, would you do Ultima 4 in the future? Oh, yes, I will. When I get time, I'll definitely put it on the channel one way or another. That's about it for Ultima 3 Exodose. So let's talk about the next game. Next up was Halo Combat Evolved. I decided to go ahead and do a fun playthrough of that, all 10 chapters. Some were long, but that was totally worth it. I had a blast playing it. Yeah, it was the fun version. Yeah, I made some snarky comments, but still, it was worth playing. Since I did get it on Game Pass, I couldn't review it. I'd probably give it 8 out of 10 because they did a great job of the graphics and everything else when they remaster it. Only thing I didn't like was the driving, but still, I had a blast playing. The weapons were good, the aliens were good to kill, and I love this story. So if I ever do Halo Combat Evolved 2, yeah, look for that in the channel in the future. Plague Tale Requiem, I decided to go ahead and do this year. Well worth doing. Not only on the achievement guides, yes, I played on the Xbox Series X on Game Pass. Also, I did the collectibles, and the best part was the skill leveling up. Yeah, I was not going to go ahead and do that. Instead, I changed my mind at the last minute and decided to go ahead and do the skill level up. Best thing I ever done. I'm so glad I helped people out getting their skills leveled up. It was really worth it. Should you definitely play this if you have Xbox Game Pass? Absolutely. What if you don't have it? Go ahead, purchase it. It's a great game and a wonderful story, and I love the Plague Rats mechanics in this game. Let's go ahead and talk about the next game, shall we? Next on the list is God of War Ragnarok. Oh, let me tell you, I was also surprised by it with so many views. People enjoy my favorites guides, my collectible guides, or anything else I decided to toss out there. Now, as for the game itself, it is well worth playing in 2022 if you got yourself a PlayStation 4 or 5. I think it's on the 4. If you got one of those systems, go ahead and play it. You're going to have a great time doing so. Now, if there was ever a God of War sequel, would I do it? Absolutely, in a New York minute. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about Pokemon Scarlet Violet next. Last but not least for the year of 2022 is Pokemon Scarlet Violet. In my case, Pokemon Violet I am playing. I will say this, it's a fun game so far I'm playing. I'm glad I'm doing battle guides for it. Now, starting next year, at some point, there'll be a few Pokemon team builds there. I might start with the beginning build and, of course, the end game build. And I will keep on doing it until the next new big game comes out. So that's the latest project you're going to see on the channel. It's nothing but Pokemon Scarlet Violet, so I hope everybody enjoys it. Now, for the next part of the video are the announcements. It is time for a few channel announcements before I do end the video. Announcement number 1 are the new games I'll be playing are somewhat 90% locked in. Unless something happens, I'll announce that on the community tab as always and give a reason why I'm not playing it. First of all, I am playing is Dead Space Remake. I played original, as you see before you, beat it on the PlayStation 3, and it was a blast. I felt like this time I'm going to go ahead and play on the Xbox Series X and give it a nice whirl. So you're going to see some achievements flying. I'll be doing nothing but guides on it this time. Unless it's one of those games you got to beat chapter then yeah, it has to be a full playthrough. But it'll be mostly guide form. Now, the next game I'm going to announce, I'm going to save it last, but you'll see it once I go ahead and do the outro on it. I hope, man, you know what it is, but if not, just wait for it. Another game I'll be definitely locking in is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I'll be doing that. It'll be collectibles like I did with Star Wars The Force Unleashed. So look out for that. Another game I'm going to lock in, hopefully it comes by the end of the year, is Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'll be doing nothing but guides, no walkthroughs or anything like that. I felt like it's better to do guides with the newer games anyway, so that's about it for game announcements. If there's any in between those games, I'll announce those definitely in the community tab. Those are the games I do have locked in. Next part of the channel announcement is I'm going to be doing only guides for classic remake games or certain games I do announce in the community tab. Oh yeah, there's a new game I'll be definitely doing a walkthrough on. That'll be for the next section I'll definitely announce. Anything else, most likely new games, I'll do guides on. If I do need to dedicate a day for the walkthroughs on the classics, then I will put it for a Sunday. Just like my Friday is Neverwinter Nights and Saturday is my Neverwinter videos. So definitely look in the community tab, see if the game I'm playing in question will either be a walkthrough like the classics, I feel they are classic, or if they're the newer games, they'll be guide format only. Also build format only, of course, if there are certain games that are builds too. That's about it for this part of the announcement. So I'm going to do one final announcement is the big game I'm going to be playing for 2023. Last but not least, I feel like this is a mega announcement. Baldur's Gate 3. I did get early access, didn't want to do it then because I felt like I'd rather play the full game, and guess what? The full game comes out in August of 2023. When that comes out day one, expect to start seeing me making videos, and of course going ahead and of course releasing said videos. The limit for those walkthroughs I'm going to aim for is 30 to 40 minutes. If I can get 25, that'll be great. Now if it's over 40 minutes per episode, that means I'm in a big battle. And yeah, sometimes the battles in Larian Studio type of games can be very big. Not only I'll be doing walkthroughs, I'll be doing builds from party member builds to even player character builds. The class I did not lock in yet, but these are the top 3 I'm going to go for since I tried them out. 1's the Paladin, 2 is the Fighter, and 3 is the Barbarian. Those are the 3 classes I'm going to go ahead and do. If I do lock it in, I'll announce it on the community tab. This will be the game that I'll be definitely taking over the channel once it does get out. And that's about it for all the announcements. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more guides like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. Have a great day or night, and do enjoy the view.